Welcome back to the Clean Hamster Podcast. This is episode 162. Welcome back. Looks like he knows how to do a podcast every week again. He knows how. Because he got in his own head. Because he was like, fucking, what are you doing, idiot? You know, you got all tanned. And what, to not be on camera? Look at me. Look at my eyes popping. Fuck you. It's crazy. All right. No, we're back in my office. Mia's around here somewhere. We're chilling. I've been having great conversations this week with people I fucking like. And then I realized, oh, that's why podcasts exist. It's fucking idiots talking. And then someone goes, I'm going to file some of this away and talk about it into a microphone with a camera recording in my bedroom alone. And then that's how podcasts are born. This would be funny on a podcast. That literally is someone's head. That's in someone's head every time a cool conversation is happening. This would be cool on a podcast. Well, guess what? Here it is. I have a ton of shit. Because I recently started wearing loose jeans again. I'll add a photo. And also, I shouldn't say loose jeans again. I used to wear like baggy pants when I was... I forgot I live in the city. So, anyway, I used to wear cool baggy pants when I was in grade 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. I don't know. And then bang, skinny jeans. You know what I mean? Skinny jeans hit the fucking scene. Skinny jeans hit the scene. And my name is Dean, and I'm fresh and clean, and I got so much money, my hand turned green. Like, it's just, you know. So, the dealio with that is that it was such a thing to wear skinny jeans, tight jeans, not even skinny, just tight jeans. It was such a thing from when you're paying attention the most to how to be cool, and I would say 8th, 9th, 10th grade, basically all of high school, being like, you really need to know what the fuck's cool and what isn't. And what was cool was like skinny fucking tight jeans, man. Just cool fucking tight jeans. And I didn't look down. I didn't look down at my legs for like 8 years. I forgot what the fuck was going on down there. And as recent as a month and a half ago, I was wearing like skinny jeans, like tight jeans with baggy t-shirts and baggy coats and cool, like, I didn't think they looked bad. I don't know if they did or not. All I'm saying is I just hadn't looked down in forever. And this is the funniest part, man. All it takes is a girl who you want the approval of to go. She's like looking down. Hey, we got to talk about your pants. And you're like, and then click, you're just like, what? Because even if one of your boys did that, if one of your boys was like, what's with your pants, man? You would go like, I don't know, man. How about you go fucking call your dad? You don't have the best relationship. Like, you'd say, you know what I mean? You just say something crazy. You would be like, I don't care what you think about my pants. But the approval of a chick you like? She says something about your pants, shirt, shoes, hat, anything, haircut, anything. You immediately are like, what do you want me to do? I'll do it. And that's pretty much what happened. It was like it had been on my mind for a while, but all I needed was like the extra push from a girl I wanted the approval of to go, yeah, you should switch to like looser jeans. I think that would look good on you. And then I went, okay, well, it's happening this afternoon then. Well, then it's happening absolutely this afternoon. You understand? Sorry, I'm getting a couple texts right now. And I know I should put it. Okay. That's nothing. If only the person who was texting me knew that I just said, that's nothing. And then threw my phone down, they'd be like, fuck you, man. No, but life's good, though. I've been chilling. I've been thinking a lot about stuff. I don't know, man. Like, what am I saying between stuff? I look tanned. Sorry about it. You know what's crazy, though? Sorry about it. I'm sexy. Okay? The fucking cat's out of the bag, you pussies. I'm a good-looking dude. And summer rocks. So, the fuck The fuck you want? Anywho, I'm chilling, absolutely. I don't want to save music for the end, and this isn't a fucking podcast that makes money, so let's just fucking listen to music. I like Travis Scott's new album. I don't care what happened at his concerts. Shit happens. Everyone move on. Holy fuck. Rest in peace. I hope the people who were injured got healed. But Jesus Christ. A new thing happens every fucking day, and it's fine. The internet is so annoying. I don't know if you guys have noticed this either. I haven't been on Twitter in a really long time. The last thing I tweeted was like my thrifted 9/11 shirts, and I think that's pretty much it. But like I've been off of it because of I don't need it. Like I might come back just to see what's up, but I really like the feeling of not wanting to check it and then not seeing something that upsets me. I've never really been one to be like, I have anxiety and I'm sad. But like, Jesus Christ, man, that app sucks. It gives me a lot of anxiety, especially when someone says something about me or to me that's just like wrong and not cool and lame. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting bullied by a teenager, and they're kind of good at it. I hate that feeling. And then, but then other than that, it's like, why would I even want to look at something upsetting? Why? There's like a video of a woman like cooking a chicken, and then someone quote tweets it, and it's like, this is actually really harmful to the and you're like, it's fine, or I don't know, or it's not, and we're sorry. I don't know anymore. All right, I don't fucking know. Tell me what you want me to call you, I'll do it. Tell me what I'm not allowed to say, I'll do it. Tell me the right way to go about doing something so I can consider everybody's feelings, I'll do it, all right? It's just that if I forget, or if I misstep, or if I'm just not having a good day myself and I'm not there, I don't feel present, don't jump down my throat if I fuck up. Everyone's allowed to make these little mistakes, you know what I mean? That's all it is. Give everyone time. Give everyone time and be patient to change and be better. But yeah, Twitter sucks, man. I fucking don't like it. I might go back just to scroll and look, but then I'm also really scared to like see like my notifications since I haven't been there. I don't know what the fuck they are. I don't know what they look like. And also, I like not being there. I kind of like being like, I'm not seeing that shit. Like Curtis will send me like a funny tweet, and I'll be like, dude, I can't. And he goes, oh yeah. And you know what's great? I like being the guy that deleted the app off his phone and then didn't tell others to do it. I like doing that. I'll never be the guy to be like, you should do this. It really clears your brain. To be honest, it doesn't make that big of a difference, but it made some difference. It made some, like, there is something about me every day where I'm like, wow, I didn't look at Twitter today, and I can tell. I like that feeling. That's cool. That's a good feeling. Anyway, here's a song that I've been listening to. I really like it. It's cool, and I like these songs. I really fucking love the way West Side Gun comes in hot on this fucking song. Yeah. I love West Side Gun. I love everything about him. I love his fucking voice. I think it's so cool. I fucking love that guy. I want to see him in concert. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I was having a really good conversation with a friend the other day about like, you know, divorced parents and stuff, and how fun it was to have divorced fucking parents and shit and how it's so annoying how like you knew the other kids who had divorced parents just because divorced parents all knew each other. Like the dads became boys with the dads, the moms became boys with the moms. Or in some odd cases, moms started getting really friendly with the newly divorced dads of the kids that were friends with their sons. That was weird. I saw that happen a few fucking times. Very strange. But it was like, there was a thing, like, I never thought I'd be one of those kids that used, like you'd see in elementary school, you'd see kids be like, oh, I go to after school program. I don't know if you guys remember this thing. I'm sure schools still have it. It's where kids whose parents work until a certain time, or kids whose parents can only pick them up at a certain time. There's this program that was after school that would keep kids there past school being out. So I guess 3:30. And the after school program would run until like 7. It would run until 7 p.m. And for like 3 years, I did after school program. And it fucking sucked. Because there's just a mishmash of different kids. Poor kids, man. Whose parents, it's not their fault. It's just like their parents couldn't get them at 3. They were like, I'm at work. I can't. And like, I don't know. I don't like him riding the bus. He's too young, or he's going to fuck it up or something, or like whatever the case might have been. I'm not really sure. It's just like they didn't want their kids riding the bus. They lived too far for the kid to walk. Or it's just I'd rather pick them up and know that they're safe. So could you please make them do after school program until 7 so I can pick them up? And it was very odd, but it was like interesting because it would be a mishmash of a bunch of different kids. It would be like me, a 5th grader, one 8th grader, like a weird one who you like see around, who you're like, oh, I've seen him around. I don't know what his fucking deal is. It's kind of scary. And then like 6 4th graders, and they're all buddies. And then like 1 or 2 1st and 2nd graders, and then like a baby, like a literal like little baby from like the daycare. And then there was a helper lady, a lady who the school hired out to do it. Ours names were. The lady I had, her name, I don't know how to talk, sorry. The lady I had, her name was Jess. Jess was like hot. You know what I mean? Like hot. Like hot. Like hot where you're like, what? Hot, so hot that it was like, oh shit, I'm only in grade 5. Fuck! Like that. Like such a hot woman that I was like, oh, I'm not even old enough! She doesn't even look at me like that. Fuck! And then you act older and you say things that you've heard older kids say to get her attention, and then you fucking come off really awkward and cringe, and then they pick up on that because they're like, this girl was like, I don't know, this girl was probably like 24. And she'd be like, cool shirt, Dean. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, thanks. But she'd say it like a 25-year-old girl. She'd be like, well, you're trying to impress me, and that's adorable. Oh, my God, you're so fucking cringe. You know what I mean? She wasn't one of those weird 25-year-old girls who was like, you're going to be a little heartbreaker when you grow up. Like, she wasn't like that. She wasn't like that. Those fucking, you know what I mean? Those fucking weirdos, man. Even those weird older ladies who do that to like 20-year-old dudes. You're going to break so many hearts when you grow up. Look me up. Like, they're fucking weird, man. I don't know if I'm tapping into anything that's relatable, but gosh, sometimes like there's been like a 38-year-old woman. Sometimes like a 38-year-old fucking woman says some crazy shit to a handsome young little 20-year-old boy. It's insane. They say whack-ass shit. But on the other hand, 38-year-old dudes say way more whack-ass shit to 20-year-old girls. So, yin yang, you live, you fucking learn. Being a woman's harder than being a guy. There it is. It's just. Anyway, yeah. After school program was so weird because it was just like, you would never see these kids like hanging out, but you would in after school program. You would see them interacting. Like I had, and like, cause I was the second. Like there was an 8th grader who was weird. I think goth, possible goth ? So it was possible goth ? Or like goth in the making, you know what I mean? Where you were like, 2 years, I'm going to see that kid again. They're going to be fucking white as a ghost. Black hair, black makeup, black fucking armbands, all that shit. They're going to be goth as fuck. They were just entering like the like, shut up, you know, to everyone about life. Like they started the swipe. The early rumblings of a goth were happening. So whenever the lady Jess like needed, you know, had the snacks or like whatever the fucking wanted to set up like homework time for everybody. Since I was the second oldest, I had to help, and I hated that. And I was like, get Rachel, because that was the 8th grader's name. She was like, Rachel's busy. Can you be my little helper? And I'm like, oh, fine, because I was in 5th grade. So like, I was like, what the fuck am I working for? I don't even get paid for this shit. And I would like, but then it got really fun because I was there. I did it in 5th and 6th grade. I did after school program, and it was kind of the same kids the next year too. And this is the cutest thing in the world. There was this kid named Quinn who was in 2nd grade, and he was entering 3rd grade, and I went from 5th to 6th grade, and his birthday was in September. So when 6th grade started, his mom, like, at the after school program one day, it was just like, Quinn wants to invite you to his birthday party. And I was like, even though I was still like a 11-year-old, I was like, aw, like, I would love to. Like, that sounds awesome. And she was like, do you think the other kids here would want to go? And I was like, yes. So it was like everyone from like his real class, like his everyday 3rd grade class, and then everyone who he hung out with at after school program, weird, different mix of kids, all went to this kid's birthday party at the community center. It was super funny. By the way, it's the only place to have parties or events in my town. It was the community center. It was nothing good. If you were really rich, you took a road trip to like fucking Great Wolf Lodge or some bullshit. But like, yeah, man, it was fun, and it was like cool because like then in the halls when I'd be like walking like during the day as like a 7th or 8th grader, like one of those kids like Quinn or this other kid Lucas, who were like 4 years younger than me, 5 years younger than me or something, they'd be like, hey Dean, and then like one of my friends would be like, how the fuck, who's that 6-year-old saying hi to you? And I'd be like, that's Quinn. I do after school program with him. And they'd be like, you're fucking weird, probably call me gay or something, I don't know. He'd be like, gay. And I'd be like, all right, fellas, holy shit. But I like doing that. That was fun. I don't know if, I think I have some Canadian listeners on the airwaves here. But, if anyone remembers, like, if anyone has any lockdown stories, because I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I went to school, like, during, you know what? No, actually not true. No. I don't even know what I was about to say, but I know it was going to be, like, kind of a lie, and I just stopped myself, so you're fucking welcome. Anyway. I knew of school shootings. Jesus, Dean. I knew of school shootings when I was a kid. I knew of them, definitely. But I never understood, like, what like happens inside of a school, like when they go down. So like I remember when lockdowns were implemented. I remember because that's like the emergency system. It's like it's a pre-recorded thing with an alarm and a voice, and there's a kill switch that every school had. Like all my schools had them. I remember asking about them in the office. Like I'd ask a secretary, I'd be like, "Where's the kill switch?" And they were like, what? And I was like, where's the button that shuts off all the lights in this school and then makes the emergency lights come on? And she was like, oh, it's like under this desk. It's like, I'm like, whoa, that's cool. Always get in good with your secretaries at your high schools and at your elementary schools. They're fucking awesome. They'll hook you up with shit. You know what I mean? Secretaries are good people. So I remember like, we had three lockdowns. There was one that I had in elementary school where I think it was in 8th grade, where 7th grade, where a drunk dad, like a day drunk fucking dad, who just wanted to see his daughter, who maybe he lost custody of or something, broke into the school. Also, walked through the front doors of the school, and was visibly not a teacher, student, or any faculty member whatsoever. He was a day drunk older gentleman, and he was yelling, and he was fucking yelling obscenities and stuff. And I went to Highland Secondary School in Dundas, Ontario, which it's not called Highland Secondary School anymore, but we didn't have fucking security. We had kids with trucks, but they were all in class. So it was just this guy running. He was running around slapping lockers, yelling like, "Where is she?" Like fucking Batman, and he was looking for like his daughter. Like he was fucking drunk. I still to this day don't know who his daughter could have been, and it kind of bugs me because I'm like, I don't know whether she was in like first grade or like 5th or 6th or 7th or 8th. Like, I don't know where she was. Either way, she definitely knew her dad's voice because we all went into lockdown, and all the lights go off in the school. You gotta hide like next to, you gotta hide like the basically like the wall that's next to the door. So like if they were to look through, if the intruder were to look through the fucking window, they wouldn't see anything. You'd be kind of parallel with them. Under the chalkboard is always where we went. So like, I remember we heard like, "Where is she? What the fuck?" He was slapping lockers and shit. It was crazy. And it was scary because like we didn't know if he had like a weapon or anything. He was a drunk fucking dad looking for his daughter. It was super fucking scary. It was real. Like we were like, oh my God, he could actually do something to one of us. This is terrifying. And I remember being like, and like, and like, thank God, like no kid was like that. My biggest fear was like coming out of the bathroom and the lockdown happening and then like having like 10 seconds to like go back, because there are moments where it's like, if you're in the bathroom, we might leave you behind because we don't want to risk, you know what I mean? You might have to find somewhere else to hide. Like I never wanted to be that kid. I was so scared of lockdowns. God damn it. But eventually, yeah, the police were called and like it was over the fucking intercom. The alarm that goes off during a lockdown scares the shit out of me. And there's like a voice that's like, "The police have been called. Please remain calm." Like shit, like it's just really like, you're like, holy shit, this is fucking serious. And I remember cops came in and they got him because he just like was fucking drinking and I don't know, fell over or something. I couldn't find his daughter, obviously, because every single door in the school locked. He probably passed out in a bathroom or something, and the cops came and got him, and it was super scary. It was really weird because like school didn't continue that day. It was really like we were like, all right, like never fucking mind, because it kind of happened at like 1, and then by the time the ordeal was over, it was like 2:20, and we were like, and they were like, just go home. Holy shit. And we were like, sweet, thank you. I think I did enough learning today. Like the other lockdown we had, this is so embarrassing because like our threshold for like lockdowns, what's the word I'm looking for? Like our standards were so high now. We were like, okay, lockdowns are when like a man with a fucking problem comes into the school. The next lockdown we had, it was a dog. A dog with like rabies, maybe. Maybe he had rabies. Came into the school. Got in. A dog got in like through like one of the doors and was like barking up and down the halls. And some fucking uppity secretary went, "Ah! Lockdown!" Shut off all the lights, locked all the doors, and we just heard a dog like barking and like running. We heard like the paws like through the hallway. Like we didn't have that big of a school. There was like 600 kids. It's just like we heard a dog and we were like, is it a dog? And so like it was such a weird contrast of like the last time there was a lockdown, there was a guy being like, "Where's my daughter?" Ah! Freaking out, and we were like, oh my God, he might kill somebody. And then the next time it's like, "Woo!" And then me and my friends were like, we could go get the dog. And then our teacher was like, well, he might have rabies. And we're like, we're 6th graders. We could all pile on top of a dog and stop this lockdown. Like this is unnecessary. So, all you need is a brave student to go, I'll go kneel down and pretend I have food or get something from my lunchbox and get the dog, because it's a dog. And it's not wild. This is a small town called Dundas, Ontario, where I'm sure it ran out of someone's backyard that lines the field of this school. It's a fucking dog. And I'm gonna go on a limb. Probably a golden retriever. Golden doodle. Maybe an Airedale, Rhodesian Ridgeback, possible border collie. Portuguese water dog, possible. But it's not that rich of an area. Who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe St. Mary's, maybe the Catholic school. Maybe that'll happen to them. Maybe you'll see one of those dogs there. But I'm going to guess it's a nice chocolate lab. I'll just go get it. And you know what? If it tries to kill me, I'll kill it with my bare hands because I'm a 6th grader. Oh, and it's a dog. That's right. Stop doing the lockdown. I'm in the middle of fucking listening to music on my cool iPod Nano. All right? We don't need a lockdown right now. It was so weird. A dog. It was a dog. And my teacher was like, put down do it and sit. And we were like, what? Why? And then we listened and we heard a dog. And we were like, is that a dog? We thought it was like a drug dog for a second. We thought it was like a police sniffing for like drugs. And we were like, do we do lockdowns for random drug searches now? What's going on? This is odd. And then it's also really funny to watch a bunch of teachers be like, was that a dog? Because, like, you remember when you were a kid and you would walk by, like, a group of teachers talking in the hallway? Like, between classes or maybe during lunch. And you'd be like, are you guys talking about certain students? Are you guys talking about, like... You guys are talking about, like, the dumb bullshit you got to do. You guys are saying how stupid it is how you had to do that last week. You're talking like people. You're talking like chill folks. That's what you're doing. Because it was so odd to see these people as authority members. Sorry, it's so odd to think of them as authority members now. Because I'm kind of the same age as maybe a few of them. It's very weird. Because I remember the first feeling I ever had when I knew that a teacher was telling me something wrong. I knew that visceral feeling like in my throat of being like, there's no way that's true. That's your opinion. And I know it's wrong, but I couldn't be like, fuck no, I don't believe that. Or that's not a good way to look at that. Or that's not true. Just, you know what I mean? Because like, a public school teacher, no offense if you are one, but like a public school teacher, sometimes their real opinion slips out and you're like, what the fuck was that? They're out of their mind. They're people who fucking their dreams didn't work out. They're crazy, man. Some of them are nuts. Some of them were fucking wild. Or like weirdos. Like some of them are fucking weirdos. Losers, if you will. Just like my fucking 8th grade teacher, Mr. Swackhammer. One time, he got so fed up with all of us not listening to him, he walked up to the blackboard and he took the piece of chalk and he wrote, I give up, and then underlined it and then went to it then like that. That's not a stable person. Are you seriously an 8th grade teacher? I give up? We're fucking 12, bro. Honestly, hit one of us and we will respect you. It's a public school. It's fine. Hit me. I don't give a shit. Threaten one of us with violence. It'll be fine. I give up? What the fuck is the matter with you? You're a pussy. I give up on the blackboard. And it was funny because the next day you could still kind of like see the outline of it. Because it had been like erased, but like you could still kind of see like... Also like school janitors too. You ever see a school janitor? You're like, what? Is that guy allowed to be near kids? His cologne is strong. What's with that? There's a janitor there was a really cool janitor we had who wore tons of cologne and had a mullet. And we were like, does he think he's impressing the 8th grade girls? This guy's a fucking creep, man. I don't know, man. It's like, God, that fucking town I lived in. The schools were so silly. So silly. Some whack-ass teachers, man. The horse girls, oh my God, their hair. How come every horse girl's hair was gorgeous and like down to their butt? So long. That was odd. And it's like, did you use the brush the brush you used to brush the horse? Is that also your hairbrush? Your hair's incredible. And do you use the horse shampoo as well? I just want to know. And where'd you get that jean dress with all the Looney Tunes on it? Where'd you get that? Every horse girl's mom was like was the music teacher. Every horse girl's mom or dad was the music teacher for sure. It just, you know what I mean? And they had that farm smell to them. That was good. I'd wake you up in the fucking morning. You're like, holy shit, that's sulfur. All right, I think everyone's had enough of me. That was a decent episode, I guess. It feels good to get stuff done. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting this podcast. and supporting me. I just all right, guys. I'm out of here. I love you. Bye.